We're back here with Rome at War, Volume 1, Hannibal at Bay. The scenario is Cirta. We're going to start the turn again at the top of the sequence. There is no weather for this scenario, no weather check for this scenario. And next is reinforcement phase. I was going to check on what happens when the reinforcement areas are already occupied with friendly units such that bringing on reinforcements would result in overstacking. I only found in the rules reference to what to do if the areas are enemy occupied, and when the reinforcement areas are enemy occupied, you may choose the next available adjacent area to come in on. Looking through the rules, I didn't find anything on what to do when it's friendly units that are already occupying the reinforcement areas such that overstacking would occur. But looking around, I did find a fax stating this or asking this specific question, and the answer is just like enemy units, you choose the next available adjacent area to bring on reinforcements. So I will do that right now. So they are brought on, and the thing to say about these long units is that long units are the only units that actually have to physically be contained entirely within the area, and units can only orient such that they are not overlapping or extending outside the area. So the irregular shape of the areas tell you how the long units must orient, and attacking these long units in the rear or flank will be determined by using this center line. All of the long units have a center line that goes across the entire unit, which tells you what areas are to the front, flank, and rear of the areas occupied by the long units. So my reinforcements come on in the next available adjacent areas on the map edge there. Now we go to the command phase. Who is out of command? So again, we're going to trace from the army commander. So for the Carthaginian Syphax, traces to subordinate leader or formation leader Tychius or Tychius, whichever one. Syphax to Tychius, and then from Tychius to his units. Well, yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say the Carthaginians are all in command. To be complete, I guess the way the game is, I would have to break out the scenario to determine which of these units fall under which commanders. But just go ahead and I'll skip that step, and we'll say the Carthaginians are all in command. Now for the Romans, actually the Romans would be the same, because Massinissa has his forces with him. You know what? I am actually going to have to, well, I do have to look them up, because, well, let's take a look first. So, all right, I'll back up. Let's do the Carthaginians. Okay, so I'm going to go to Cirta. So I'm looking up the Cirta scenario I'm going to go to the Carthaginian scenario book, look up the Cirta scenario, and check again Who is under who? So Tychius here has formation 1. And under formation 1, he has new 1, 1A, and 1. Okay, so that's the 2 light cavalry with him. But he also has light infantry, new 1, 1 alpha right here, new 1, 2 alpha right there, and new 1, 3B right there. Okay, so yes. So Tychius does have the light cavalry and the light infantry over here. They're easily in command range. So then Syphax has formation 2, which is the remainder over here. Okay. So that does mean, so then for the Romans, Massinissa has these remaining units, and Laelius has, okay, so Laelius has these guys and the Velites. Now the long units that just came on the map, they, and this is important, when they come on, formation 3, oh, whoops, all right, the legions that came on, I missed that. They actually have their own, they are formation 3. And actually, I missed that. There's actually a third leader that comes on with them, Sergius. I guess Sergius. Okay. So, we'll do this. All right, so they are their own third formation, so there won't be an issue there of whether those long formations are in command or not. They would be in command on their first turn of arrival anyways, but after that they will have their own commander. Almost got him. Okay, and then we'll go on. Let's see. What do we do after that? Well, I guess everybody's in command, so Sergius. Yep, there he is. Okay. There he is. So he comes on with Legion 61C. There he is. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, 1C. So, and by the way, now that we're at this point in the game, to clarify, a leader can be stacked. A leader can stack on top of a long unit, and that's the only stacking involving long units. So here's a long unit. The leader may go, not that it makes any particular difference in this case, but he can go on top, but he can just as easily go there because it's not relevant that the leader conforms to the area. It's just not relevant, as I understand it. Okay. All right. So now, placing, well, in command, check initiative. Syphax again has an initiative of 4, so Syphax can easily put himself and Tychius under command, so they're not flipped to their check command side. On the other hand, Laelius has an initiative of 4, so Sergius can stay on his normal side. Now Massinissa, well actually, what about Laelius to Massinissa? Does Massinissa, I'm talking about here, Massinissa to Laelius to Massinissa actually, army commander to formation leader, is it, what do I do with him? Oh, these these are both enemy units from Laelius. So actually they do block his line of command. So actually Massinissa should be flipped. So Massinissa should be flipped to check initiative side. So technically, not technically, Massinissa is not in command. Because diagonally adjacent areas are open for tracing command radius, charges, movement and assault. Only both areas flanking the diagonal boundary are free of any units. Friendly units do not block command radius. And both areas flanking the diagonal boundary are free of prohibitive terrain. But actually there are enemy units on both sides of the diagonal here, or here, doesn't matter. Yeah, so there is no line of command from Laelius to Massinissa, so I'll flip Massinissa to his check initiative side. Okay, I think I did that right. Now we go to the initiative phase. So now I'm going to roll 1 die, so 2. Syphax's initiative of 4 plus a die roll of 2 is 6. Oh. And Laelius's initiative of 4 plus a die roll of 4 is 8. So Laelius wins. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Laelius will definitely go first. So then Laelius tries to... Yeah, so now we go to the action phases. This is Laelius's attempt to activate leaders, so it is 2. So it is subtract the die roll of 2 from his initiative of 4, leaves 2. So Laelius can activate 2 leaders. Laelius, I guess, I'm not sure, sounds funny. Laelius activates himself and Sergius. But we go formation by formation. So my question is, now that the long units are on the board and they have their own commander, do the Velites, I mean I assume the Velites are the Velites begin play as part of Formation 2, which is Laelius, and their parent units begin as part of Formation 3, under Sergius. But if a Velite reattaches to a parent unit, it becomes part of Formation 3. Okay. At that time and forever after. So I guess for now, the Velites are still under Laelius. Okay. So Laelius will go first. There's not... I guess I could take some time to have the Velites recombine with their legions, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just move on and not take the time to do that. They need to attack, and they're going to attack Tychius here. Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. So, movement. Light and heavy cavalry. So we have some regular cavalry here, heavy cavalry. So I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go 2, and then 3. Yeah, and then they're gonna go 1. Oh. Well, actually, they could. Let me just start all over because I could have a charge. No artillery in this scenario. Charges. Why wouldn't Laelius charge Tychius? I don't know why he wouldn't, so he will. He's going to charge. Obviously, there's nothing in the way here. So I would trace center to center area. There's nothing in the way, so they go like that. They're charging. They go through the whole charge procedure. Okay, so charging player. The Romans move all charging units into areas adjacent to the target area. Huh. Well, I'm wondering if that unit couldn't charge too. I don't know. Alright, I'll leave it for now. Defending player makes a morale check, so certainly they need to make a morale check. Tychius has a 0 tactical value, so I think that is... roll one die. Okay. Roll one die. Alright, so the Numidian cavalry alone have morales of 4, so the area starts with a morale of 4. What do I add? Modifiers, the tactical rating. Yeah, see, Tychius has a 0 tactical rating, so that's no modifier, so it's just straight 4. Yeah. Alright, so they pass with a 1. So they pass the morale check. Defending player decides, well, he's not going anywhere. Up here. He can't, I don't think he can go anywhere. They cannot go anywhere. These are all adjacent to the attacking unit. Yeah. Yeah, they can't go anywhere. So there is no decision to withdraw or counter. Oh wait, what about countercharging? Not sure that's a good idea. Let's look at countercharge. So we have the heavy cavalry with Laelius charging the light cavalry with Tychius. If units in a charged area are in command and pass the morale check, that's true here, then any heavy cavalry, light cavalry, elephants, and or chariots among them may countercharge. This negates the charge and turns the attack into an assault. Don't move the countercharging units, just resolve the combat immediately using the assault procedure. Doesn't matter if they've already activated this turn. So I guess they would countercharge, which would just, I think, well, let's say they countercharge. Out of command units in the area that fails a morale check may not countercharge. They pass their morale check. If defenders are part of a formation whose leader hasn't activated, that's Tychius, and who is on his check initiative side. No, he's not on his check initiative side. Okay. Units may not use missile fire and countercharge. Heavy cavalry, light cavalry, and chariots may not countercharge elephants. Doesn't apply here. Camel cavalry do not have this restriction. Okay, it doesn't apply. Yeah, so I guess the light cavalry can countercharge the heavy cavalry there. So it says it turns immediately into an assault. So it's funny because when you start the assault procedure, it makes it sound like there's a morale check again. I don't think that's what's intended. I guess we just go straight to combat. So really the difference is If you remain in the target area, if units remain in the target area after morale checks and in withdrawals, and if no units countercharge, so I'm not sure what the difference is. They countercharged, and it's going to be, it negates the charge and turns the attack into an assault. Practically speaking, I don't see what the difference is. Let's see what the difference is. Let's look at the cheat sheet. Charges. I don't see what the difference is. What is the difference? Come on. Should be more obvious than that. Charges. Defender may withdraw or countercharge. Defending cavalry, elephants, chariots. Make the morale check, may countercharge. Fight the battle using the assault procedure, but no unit may use missiles. Okay. That's it? Yeah. I don't see the point. Alright, but I'll just jump over to the assault procedure. Again, I don't think there's another morale check. I already did a morale check. Defending units that pass the morale check no, they can't withdraw. They obviously can't withdraw, they're countercharging. Defender decides no. Effects are simultaneous. This doesn't. Okay. Under a charge, under a charge, the defender, in step 5 of the charge procedure, the defender rolls a number of dice equal to total strength and applies hits on the charging units. The charging units take step losses from any hits. Then step 6, the charging player totals. Then rolls, and then so the defend. As I don't understand, in the charging procedure, the defender's attacking first, whereas in the assault procedure, it's simultaneous. So why would defenders countercharge? I must be missing something. I must be missing something, because why would defenders countercharge? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why defenders would countercharge. But, so the defenders... Ay, ay, ay. Defense. Okay, okay, okay. Charge. What? Okay, boy, they could have made this a lot clearer. In charging, defender strength. So Tychius is light cavalry in a charge. Reduce the combat strength of defending light infantry, artillery, light cavalry, and chariots by 50%. So this is under a completely separate section from from the actual charge procedure. I know it says apply any strength modifiers, 12.31. You go down to 12.31. I know it's the next section, defender strength, but still, they're not giving indication that anything significant is happening. But okay, so in a charge, these guys would be half strength, whereas in a counter charge, we don't have that. That's the difference. So that's a reason to counter charge. Basically, they're battling full strength as opposed to half strength. All right. Okay. I guess that's it. All right. So it's strength of 2. 2 light cavalry units, strength of 2 each. Tycheus again has 0 tactical rating, so it contributes nothing. So this is still going to be simultaneous. So whoa, wow. So Tycheus actually scores 2 hits. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so now, but this is going to be devastating. I mean, this is 4, 4, and 2. I mean, that's 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow. And he does even better, rolling 50%. Wow. He rolls 5 6s. So, okay, so let's go in order here. Tycheus's units are wiped out. They're already on their reduced sides. We know that much. They scored 2 hits, so I guess just eliminate. So flip it over, 1 hit and 2 hits to remove it entirely. So now let's do leader. I guess we do leader casualties now, I guess. Leader casualties. Okay, so if a leader survives, but all units he's with are eliminated. Okay, roll back up. Leaders with charging cavalry. Well, it's not really charging cavalry because they countercharged. I guess. Add 2 if all units in the area with the leader are eliminated. Alright, so Tycheus rolled 2 dice, 7, 8, 9, 10, because all the units were eliminated with him. He survives. And then, and then it for Laelius, it's just a flat. Yeah, he rolled a 4. He's fine. It's not 11 or greater. Okay, so Tycheus is going to move no cost, but without crossing impassable terrain or enemy units. Nearest friendly unit. I guess it's over to, well, he's here. I guess these are equidistant, right? So I guess he can just come over here and join them, right? I think. Okay, something like that. And then, do they advance? I don't think, do they advance? If a charge eliminates, but it was countercharged. This is something like in the rules that, or in general. Okay, so countercharge negates the charge and turns the attack into an assault. So the moment they successfully countercharged, I'm to assume that everything relating to charging no longer applies. So I guess this advance is at the player's discretion. And, well, basically, yeah, Laelius will advance with his heavy cavalry. We know he's done anyways. I guess we... So that was the charge. Now we have the movement segment. So now we go 1, 2... Well, I guess he can join them. 1, 2... Oh, that's interesting. I guess so. Okay, Okay, Velites are gonna move, what is it, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're done. Then Sergius is gonna move. They're 2, 2. So 1, 1, 2. Again, here I have to actually put the... I'll actually put the long unit exactly where I want it. And then 1, 2. Okay. So then Sergius is done. That. And then it would go to the Carthaginian turn.